Hey, everybody. I can't believe it's June. And so we're at the midpoint of the year. And Andy and I thought it'd be fun to kind of check in on our New Year's resolutions. We made these collecting resolutions of all the stuff we were going to give up in 2023. And like all New Year's resolutions, we forgot about them. And we thought it would be fun to have a reminder.
I don't even really remember what I resolved to do. So
I
I'll
resolved.
go back and rewatch the video, but somebody can just comment down below what our resolutions were.
Well, I can start off. I know one of my big resolutions was to stop using eBay. And I before this, I went and looked at the amount of money I spent on eBay from January until today. And the number is not zero. The number is much, much higher than zero. I mean, I think this was something I wanted to get out of the habit, because I think eBay right now is just in a really not in a great state. They're trying to force a lot of stuff through authentications and sending stuff into like their third party. And I don't really care for the increase in fees for sellers. And I don't know. I just don't think eBay's in a real great state right now, but I have absolutely broken that resolution. So I have bought many things off eBay.
But what I've been doing with eBay is I know who a bunch of so my main thing that I've been collecting, of course, is Star Wars CCG. So I know a lot of the people who post things on eBay, like who they actually are. I'll just message them on Facebook and be like, I want this and this, and we'll work out some deal. Or if I don't know who exactly it is, I've just been taking writing a note in Notepad and attaching it as a picture, taking a screenshot and attaching it as a picture and a message. Because if you try to type a message and put like an email address,
eBay will catch you. Yeah,
eBay will flag it. But if you put it as a Notepad note and then attach it as a picture, they won't flag it. And the note's always just like, hey man, if you want to save yourself some eBay fees, like I'll cover goods and services and let's do a deal off of eBay. And
I mean, the one thing is that it's funny. I hope no eBay admins are watching this video, which I don't know.
If they are, they can ban my account. I've had it active for 26 years.
This is it. This is the end of your account. I'm done. I mean, I will say that it is pretty hard to get banned from eBay. There is one very abusive eBay seller that I think everybody's had problems with that we don't need to mention in the Star Wars group, and he just keeps going strong. So,
or there's somebody who keeps posting a full set of Japanese Hoth that's just clearly a fake account, or they like stole somebody's account because it's got like 19,000 feedback. And when you go through the feedback, it's like some lady in somewhere selling like shoes and trinkets, and then and then this person will post up the same, like they're not even smart about how they're trying to scam people, because they'll just post up like the same like 12 auctions, and it's like 2 complete Japanese Hoth sets. He posts a complete original 12 Kenner action figures from 1977, which is like $50,000 now, and he's posting like all this crazy stuff, and you're like, the account where the lady's selling like
trinkets, like keychains,
like
precious moments, rabbits or whatever,
like does not randomly have 2 Japanese Hoth sets.
Yeah.
So I just every time I see them, I just report it as fraudulent activity. But yeah, eBay.
I think eBay's just not in a great state right now. But that moves me brings me to my second one, which I think I pledged to do 1 in, 1 out for everything I brought in. I would bring something out. I've not done that. It turns out selling stuff is a pain in the ass, and I just bought a Young Jedi collection, which I don't know what I'm doing, man. That feels like the peak of addiction, where I'm just like, why did I buy Young Jedi? Right?
I feel like I've had to talk you out of a few big purchases recently.
You have talked me out of a very significant one, and I appreciate that. But like Young Jedi, I'm like, we were joking, like, who collects this? It's like 3 guys and a cat collect Young Jedi, and I think I might be the cat now, because I'm just like the dummy, but supposed to come in a couple weeks.
We'll know it's really bad when you message me and you're like, man, I went for a Jedi Knights collection. I had to get all the first day of printing and the
Oh yeah,
and the foil and the like. Matt, you need to take a break.
No, yeah. It's good to up the brakes there.
That happens.
All right, but okay, those are my big two that I have broken both of them. What about you, Andy?
Yeah, I don't remember exactly what my collecting New Year's resolutions were. I think one of them was something about like auditing what I actually buy or collect and making sure that I only am getting things that actually have meaning or
like utility maybe.
Because like at the end of last year I was buying like all sorts of like living card game, like complete sets of everything for living card games. I'm like, I'm literally never going to play this game. Like I bought like an entire Warhammer Conquest living card. I'm like, there's nobody ever in my life who I'm going to sit down and play this with and stuff. So I think it was really just trying to focus in, which I'll say I'm like pretty close on. I did buy a complete set of both the base and the Christmas Town set for Nightmare Before Christmas. I don't know why, because I'm never going to get all the promos for it and it's going to drive me crazy. But I bought that, but it wasn't really like that expensive. Like, so that was, I guess, I don't know. And I went on the deep end on Wars TCG just because it was like tangentially related and like, Raffy, I don't know if you know Raffy.
Yeah, Raffy's a favorite of the channel. I'm actually going to do a
favorite of the channel, Raffy. You can tag him in this that I brought it up. He and I were talking about like German and Italian editions of Wars, and like I like pointed him to ebay.de, and I had like a bunch of like German Wars stuff sent to a friend of mine that lives in Germany, and he mailed it to me. And then Raffy got like a bunch of Italian stuff because he was hunting foils and sent me. And I'm like, I gotta find the last like 30 Italian Wars rares. It's like never gonna do this, right? Like, so yeah, I went kind of and then Jim Colson, of course, emails me and is like, I got a bunch of Italian Wars stuff in. I'm like, oh, come on, you guys are killing me with this. So still have to work on my Italian Wars collection, but I haven't really like ventured too far out there with other stuff. I keep like oscillating between trying to do Lord of the Rings or not, and I'm pretty firmly in the no camp on this one. Although I will say I decided to pick up a bunch of stuff that I thought would be like that like spoke to me as a collector, that were also kind of like funny or memeish. So I got like a complete so I love global sets, or like if you're coming from like non-sport, like rainbows, where there's like parallels, like black parallels, orange parallels, blue parallels, red parallels, whatever, right? So I love like global sets and parallels, like rainbows. So I got a global set of Master Proudfoot from Lord of the Rings just because I find that funny and humorous.
Is that the one where he has like his big foot is like right in the front of the picture? It's like his big like hairy foot.
It's like my favorite line in all of Lord of the Rings, where
proud feet.
Bill was like proud foot, and he's like proud feet. Right? Like that's just humorous to me. So I was like, the only Lord of the Rings things I'm gonna want is this. I was debating on whether or not I was gonna do Master Proudfoot or Hobbit Farmer, just because it's got a giant pig in it, and I think that's kind of funny too. But so I did that. I then also went deep on collectors, because like I like to collect things. So I went up for collectors. So I got the collector foil from the Simpsons TCG, which is just
deep cut,
dressed as the collector, who's a like a superhero that he made up. I got a complete global set of every single Kivas Faggio card. So from Star Trek CCG, there's like 6 Kivas Faggio cards, but then all the non-sport Star Trek stuff that's ever come out, I got one of every single variation of every card that's Kivas Faggio, including autographs by Paul Rubinek or whatever his name is, right? So I got like 50 Kivas Faggio cards, and they're all in a binder. I just went like crazy with like that kind of stupid stuff. Where now I'm looking back and I'm like, I mean, I'm kind of happy that I have them just because they bring me a lot of joy, and I'm like think they're funny to have. But I didn't really need it. Like I got a PSA 9, The Collector from 1992 Marvel Universe. It's like one of my few graded cards that I still kept. And, so like things that were like the collector of like whatever universe. Right? So that's kind of my MO, I guess, now.
Yeah, no, that's a fun thing to have. I mean, I think my last resolution was to streamline my collections and really get things organized. And I think I'm almost there. Like I bought some. I don't want to. I invested probably like $300 or $400 in binders, like nice binders for different things, and that has actually helped just put things in better places. So I think I am maybe 1 for 3. I did streamline stuff a little bit, but
nice.
Cards are a funny thing. One is so small, but when you have many, it is not very small anymore.
5,000 of them, yeah.
Thousands and thousands and thousands of them.
I think I'm in the same boat as you for that one. I was trying to streamline my collection, which I'm in the midst of organizing it. I have a lot of stuff, and it's just a long and tedious process to do. So, and then I have my my display cases that I'm finally going to be putting together in the next couple of days as of the recording of this video, where basically if you're familiar with the collector's encyclopedia for Star Wars CCG, I have that in real life. So I'm going to be I have my display cases that I'm building so that I can actually display the collector's encyclopedia. So.
Well, I hope we can all, pay $5 admission to the Andy Talaga Museum somewhere in Delaware.
That will help a lot in the cost and deferment, because there's just like crazy things that I've got. Like I have acrylic cases for all the things. I'm gonna get like nice stands to put them on and stuff. And it's just like this stuff just eats up money.
Yeah, absolutely. It also eats up
time. Collecting things that are for collectibles.
Well, Andy, this has been a fun update. I don't think I have anything else. I think mostly the too long didn't read for this is I failed. Which most people
yeah, I would say I'm probably at like 60-70%, maybe 60%.
That's better than me.
I guess you could say is pass. It's better than half. But yeah, I'll look forward to whatever we come up with for 2024. This year's all just kind of went downhill by the time.
Yeah, we'll write the year off. It's okay.
Sounds good.
All right. Well, thanks so much, Andy, for tuning in. And, please, I'm curious to hear folks that watch this, what were your collecting resolutions? If you had any. I know it's kind of a lame thing to even have, but you got to keep the addictions in check.
To them, or were they also broken when it turned to midnight on January 2nd?
All right. Well, thanks so much, Andy, and we'll catch everybody next time.
Thanks. Bye.